Hello collectors, welcome back to the Hive. Today we got a greeting order back, and this one is from CGC. I have two separate piles here, and it's going to be two separate videos. So the pile on the left here is all women's soccer. I have that on a separate video, but this one's going to be baseball. So if you do want to see the soccer one, it's going to be releasing at the same time. You can switch over to there, or if you want to watch them both, obviously watch them both. But this one's going to be about baseball. And I got some vintage, I've got some ultra modern and modern in this thing. So going to be a little bit of everything, I think. A lot of these are going to be only about 3 different players. But we'll be starting with, let's put this to the side here. We're going to be starting with a player that's part of my Twins Hall of Fame collection series. Every year I do 2 different players that are on the Twins Hall of Fame, Minnesota Twins Hall of Fame, and I try to get a card from every single year that player played in the major leagues. And this last one I did was Cesar Tovar, and this first one here is going to be his rookie card, and that one came back a 7. This is a 1965 Topps. It's got both Sandy Villespino and Cesar Tovar on there, the man of the card. So, rookie stars. He only played, I want to say, like 15 games this season, so it's not really considered his rookie year, but he played enough games in I think it was their September call-up that he ended up getting a card in their high number series. So, very cool. Happy to have gotten a 7 on that one. So these first ones here, you're not going to be seeing any gems on these vintage ones, because those are pretty darn tough. So I ended up sending 2 of these in. I actually got this one first, and I wasn't really that excited about the surface on it. Yeah, so I ended up purchasing that one, and I just sent them both in for the heck of it. And this one here, a 5, which, again, that's kind of what I expected. This one had a little bit of schmutz right there. You can see that triangle almost on Valdespino's hat. So I knew this isn't going to grade super well. Excellent is actually better than I was expecting, and having a near mint that's going to be part of the collection, this will probably sell. This is very nice of that rookie. Now, despite that being the rookie card, this one right here is actually much more expensive than that one. More on that in a minute. This one's 1966. This is his actual full rookie season, and this is of high numbers. So in the high numbers, they are significantly more rare, therefore they command a higher price, and there was no mistaking that on this one. I actually cracked this out of an SGC, which was one of their super old SGC holders, where it actually had 88 on there, and then so this was pre their 1 to 10 scale. They actually had a 1 to 100 scale, so that would be considered, I guess, an 8/9. So we cracked it out, we put this one in, and it came back a 6. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Now I looked this over here. Let me go ahead and wipe that off there. And I can tell that something has to do with it right down here, would be my guess. That little, I don't want to say divot or hump, is probably what got it at 6. And that could very well be just an artifact of being in a super old SGC holder. Who knows? Which is why you probably shouldn't be cracking these things out to begin with. But be that as it may, we got a 6, and this one in the collection. So that's, what was that, 1966. All right, now this one, we're going to be probably going up sequentially here. So this is going to be 1967 Caesar Tovar, and we got a 7 on this one, near mint. Beautiful. Centering on this one looked pretty good. It's got some edge wear on it, so a 7 is more than fair, I feel. Very nice card. Very happy with that result. So this one will be 1968. And we got a 6 on this one. And this one right here. Let's take a look here. Yeah, right up there by the top of his bat is where I saw it. Just a little bit of wear. Other than that, very nice card. Excellent near mint. Can't shake a stick at that on a 1968 card. And our next one here is going to be 1969. And this one got a 6.5. Fully expected that. The surface and the edges and the corners look pretty decent. The bottom edge looks a little bit worn, just a scotch, but the picture seems to be a little bit faded. This might have sat on somebody's dresser next to the window for a few months before they put it in their shoebox back then. But 1969 got a 6.5. Beautiful. All right, this one's going to be 1970. 1970, and that got a 6. This one here, not too terribly surprised. This corner had a little bit of rounding to it. But centering, I thought, looked really good. The edge on this side right here might be just slightly raised. But number 6 on this one, again, more than fair. The eye appeal is great on that one. Eye appeal is great. All right, so this one's going to be the 1971. This year is a notorious year of bad grades, and I don't know if you saw the soccer one there, this one's going to be all black around the outside, and those are notorious for really bad things. Now, you're going to see a little post-it note on here that I'm actually very shocked by, but this got an authentic altered. And they said there's evidence of trimming on it. And these two corners on the front. So take that off there. I looked at this and I don't know. I trust the professional opinion that that is correct. But I look at this and it looks perfectly straight to me. I don't know, I gotta look at it more under a magnifying glass, but no, man, it's a super bummer. I thought I got one that would get at least a 6, which is really tough to do. But instead, I got the dreaded authentic altered. I mean, who's out there altering a Caesar Tovar card? You know, you would think most people would be altering like a Bert Blyleven or something like that, but crazy. Crazy. Now, all these are going on my CGC registry, by the way, even the authentic altered one. I don't think I'm going to try and get another one. It's fine. It's authentic. Whatever. I'm just going to leave it in there and then call her good. But to make up for it, I got another 1971. This one actually came out of a cereal box. This is going to be the Kellogg's. And this is back in the day when they first did their lanicular. Woo. And this got a 4.5. Not too bad for coming out of a cereal box. I just saw it on eBay and I was like, you know what? I have to have that one. 1971. So, Yeah, look at that. Topps card, altered. This one, 4.5. Both of those together, I say, is an 8. Who am I kidding? All right, now this one is probably going to be 1972. And there we got a 6. Happy with that result. And that also is going to be a little bit aware on the edges. So I actually have written down here I expected this to get a 5 to a 7 somewhere in there, and it got a 6. Oh yeah, and there's also some small dimples right there to the left of his face. I can see them there. There's 2 of them. So 6, more than fair. I'm happy with that result. 1973, Cesar Tovar. And this is when he went off to the Phillies. We got a 6.5. This one, the version that has no gap on the border. So, and I actually wrote down a 5 on this one. So having a 6.5 is better than I expected. This one had a little more corner issues, and I know CGC is a little bit more lenient on corners. They deal more in surface, and the surface is exemplary on it for a card this old. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised at the 6.5 result. And what's the next year? 1974. Still on the Phillies. We got an 8. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And I actually wrote down probably a 7 on this one. So once again, I graded a little bit better than I expected. The surface is mint. The corners look pretty darn good. The edges are halfway decent. They're slightly off-centering to the left and the right, but not near enough to, I think, ding it at all. So that one definitely very nice. Now he did get traded in 1974. So when Topps Traded came out, he was traded to the Texas Rangers. Well, all right, we got a 8 on this one too. It must have just been an 8 kind of year. Yeah. Beautiful card. As they get closer and closer to present day, the grades are getting better and better. All right, 1975, Cesar Tovar. We got a 6.5. Now this year was notorious for some quality control issues. Now I could see right down here there had that little bit of a dimple, as well as slightly off-centering, enough that it would affect the grade. But other than that, the edges looked good, the corners looked good. Let me cleaning this thing off. And yeah, the back looks great too. Maybe there's a little bit of dimpling on the back here, but 6.5. I actually have written down a 6 to 7, so 6.5 is right in range where I thought it would be. All right, so what's the next year? 1976, and we got moved over to the Athletics on a near mint 8. Beautiful. And this is probably the last Cesar Tovar where he was actually playing. And I think this was the only one that's on the Yankees. Yep, and that's got a 7.5 on the 1977. And this one's got a nice little mark right there on the case. That's a bummer. Whatever, no one's ever going to notice that. We got a nice looking card here, 7.5 on the 1977. But I ended up picking up for 1978, I think this one was. He was already retired at that point, but it had a special commemorative card about the 1960s. And there he is. This one got a mint 9 from 1978. Nice looking card. It's hard to believe that you can still get a 9 on stuff from 1978. It's almost 50 years ago. Alright, what's this one? Alright, now we're moving into Ultra Modern. We got my guy, Royce Lewis. This one is, I want to say, Heritage, and this is going to be the red ink of the 2022, his rookie season. Oh, not the red ink. This one is 2022 Chrome Platinum Anniversary. We got a Gem Mint 10. Just nice looking atomic. I just love the look of that card. That's gonna go probably on my desk at work. So we're gonna actually start putting things in actual piles here. So there's our first 10. This one is a golden mirror of Royce Lewis. And I think that's 2025, so that was just last year. And this one got a 10. Very nice. Probably just hit a home run. It's pointing to the stands. I did that. Now, if memory serves me correct, and I'm going to set this right here for now. Here is his same year, his gold refractor out of 50 on Chrome. Yep, Chrome. And that also got a 10. Now, I think this one is funny because, you know, this was his base card in Series 1, obviously. But does that not look to you like the exact same moment? His golden mirror image variation is the same exact picture, just from a different angle. So I had a little bit of a laugh on that. Like, you know, some people have like terrible photos of their golden mirror image where they're like sitting in the dugout on their phone or something stupid like that, and he ended up getting one that was just the same exact moment but a different angle. So I thought that was funny. But I do have a gold, if you actually look on my registry on CGC, I have the gold Chrome of his every single year he's been in the major leagues, as well as the gold mirror image variation. So I'm just keeping that thing going year after year. I ended up picking up his Series 1 of 2026 already, so expect that to get graded sometime in the future. And it looks, actually it arrived just the other day. Do I have it sitting here? I do not. Thought I had it sitting here. But anyway, this one here is going to be Royce Lewis. Is this his Chrome? Yep, this is his Chrome from 2024. This one got a 9. I actually wrote down that this probably is going to get a 9. I can't remember the reason for it, though. I saw something, so clearly they did. I think it's that thing right there. That little dot I figured was going to give this one away. CGC, man. If you have any surface issues, they'll find it and they'll ding you on it. But that's the way I feel like it should be. You know, 10s should be difficult to get. Alright, so this one here, this is a Byron Buxton. I threw this one in. This was when he hit that cycle, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is when he hit the cycle. The very first one in Target Field ever since the place was built. And just on a lark, I had a whole bunch of Topps points saved up. And I wanted to, you know, just get like 5 of them just just for the heck of it. You know, I was going to end up grading one of them, and one of those 5 ended up being a gold. And not only was it a gold, the first one, number 1 out of 50. So, Buck Truck got sent me a 1 out of 50. It's ended up getting a 9, which I'm actually kind of surprised. I actually wrote down 10 on this one. I'm like, there's no way it's not getting a 10. Well, clearly I was wrong on that one. There's something. I'll find it. It'll take me a while, but I'll probably find it. All right, now this is the one. This is the red ink one of the Heritage of Royce Lewis's rookie season, and we got a 9. Now, one thing I can say is, I mean, that red autograph to me looks like it's already fading. You almost have to put this in a dark room environment to keep it. I guess that's why they always put blue on everything, but it's only been, what is it now? Not even, well, it's 4 years now. 4 years ago, kind of looks like it's fading to me. Maybe it looks better on the screen for you guys, but hey, number 11 out of 73. Happy to have gotten this one. Very nice. All right, this one's a Bryce Harper. You saw me pull this one on the channel. This one was a black wave out of 10 of a future Hall of Famer. And it got a 10. Very nice. Very beautiful. I'm probably going to put this one up for sale. Awesome looking card. So look out for that one. All right, last one. This one was supposed to be the hit of the entire grading thing. Submission, that's what I was looking for. This was supposed to be the hit of the entire submission. I actually have written down here, this one is my one and only perfect 10 candidate. If you didn't see the other video here, the soccer one, we did get a perfect 10 in there. So definitely watch that and see what one that was. But this was supposed to, in my mind, get a perfect 10. And it got an 8. And this came in, like I saw it, I was like, what? What? When I saw it on the online, I'm like, what in the world? Out of all the cards, I looked over this one by far the most. And I'm like, this is going to be a perfect 10. It's going to be at least a 10, but it might get a perfect 10. So I'm going to send it in. And it got an 8. And for the life of me, I don't know what it could possibly be. I started thinking to myself, did it get damaged on its way to grading? And I got it home, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I don't know what it is. I mean, there's nothing. There's no foil coming off. The edges are pristine. The corners are perfect. The centering's perfect. I used a centering tool to see exactly where it is, and it's dead center, 50-50. You measure this side, this side, this side. It's all exactly the same. This side right here, there's not really anything to go off of, so you have no way of doing it. But this side, like from the top to this border, the side to this border, and the side to this border is the exact same distance. I don't know what it is. Clearly I missed something. I am actually very tempted to crack this out and send it to Beckett and get the subgrades. So at least if they might still give it a black label if they agree with me. Or at least give it a 9.5, but man alive, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it could be. But yeah, This entire I did this completely wrong. I ended up ending this on a bummer note. Next time I'll try to end it on a high note, but yeah, that one I'm probably cracking out. I'm cracking that out. I'm sending it to Beckett, and I'm gonna see what they have to say, and try out their new online submission system and see how that goes. I'm certainly not gonna send it to PSA, that's for sure. But I don't know. You tell me. What did you think? I think it went pretty well. I didn't even separate these correctly. I know there's some 10s in here. That's a 10, that's a 10, that's a 10, that's a 10, 9, 9, 9, 8. So, my gem right here, these don't count. These are all vintage. I knew this one wasn't going to get a 10. I could have sworn that one was. I could have sworn that one was. So really, it should be that. Okay, so we got most 10s, mostly 10s on there. And I knew this one wasn't going to be. This should be in this pile. But yeah, inexplicable. Inexplicable. All right, well, that's all I have for this one. If you want to check out the soccer one, if you haven't already, definitely check out that one. We have some really cool stuff in here, as well as a perfect 10 in this side. So if you want to see what a perfect 10 looks like, definitely check that video out. This is Bear from Honey Bear Cards. Keep on collecting those cards and bring them back to your hive. Peace.